I'd like to call the Inland Wetlands Watercourse Commission to order to Tuesday, February 27th. Yeah, counting days. It is, come on, 7:01 PM. All right. Correspondence, does everybody have the minutes from the June meeting? June 13th, 2023. Good Lord, that was the last time we met.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I have the copy here if anybody wants to see it.
I have extras too. Keep in mind, if you weren't at the meeting, you can abstain from approving or denying them.
There's only 3 of us here.
Yeah, so if we have 2 people approve and the other abstain, it's still a legitimate approval.
Do I have a motion to accept the minutes, or are there any changes?
I make a motion to accept.
Thanks, James. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstain? 2 abstentions? So moved.
Thank you.
All right. Do introductions first, and then we'll get into our businesses. Start to my left.
John Hudson.
Mike McDonough.
Jack Demerjen, Wetland Administrator.
Jim Ewan.
Leslie Giovanelli.
And I'm Ronald Rotolo. All right, new business, we don't have any. Old business, nothing here. Enforcement officers report.
The only thing I have is we will be meeting next, what was the date? Next month on the 12th to discuss an application that we have before us. And we will also be doing officer elections at that meeting as well. I think right now we are without a secretary because we had some shifting in between terms. So we will have to vote for chairman, vice chairman, and secretary. You know, we could do it all at once. It's typically something that does not take very long. But if you are planning on running or, you know, have any input, just be aware that we will be doing that next meeting.
Thank you. All right, for discussion, property known as 532 New England Lane, submitted by Louis Gerlone to perform general maintenance within the watercourse to ensure proper functionality. Mr. Gerlone's in the audience here with us tonight. You have anything you want to come up, present, say?
If you do, yeah, we just gotta have you go up there. Just a brief overview, if you could.
Hi, I'm Lou Gerlone, 532 New England Lane. The property we have is about 12 acres, and it contains a large, probably the largest water mass, 3 water masses of Silver Brook. And there's also another stream that comes in from the Chestnut Ridge area. So during the storms, we get a tremendous amount of water. And I submitted some pictures with my proposal, and it shows in 2017-18, when the Eversource came through with the poles, they did a study of the wetlands, and it shows pictures of the waterway being clear, approximately 8 feet wide, and no vegetation, no growth, no fill. And then I submitted pictures, which I got from the GPS Google Maps recently, and obviously if you pull it up on your phone, you'll get a much better picture, but you can see that the waterway is completely overgrown and filled in, and at this point, there was a bridge that was installed in the 80s that's about 12 to 14 inches underwater. So it's backing up the stream, and then when we do get a storm, clumps of this grass and growth break loose, and they block the culvert downstream. There's 4 pipes that go from pond to pond, and it blocks those pipes, and then it really, really floods. And I have to bring an excavator in and clean them out. I've done that 3 times, but, you know, it's just going to get worse. And normally, this is the best time of year to do it because nobody's using any of the waterways, and we can limit the amount of silt and disturbance and do the work. And, by springtime, everything will be, pretty much cleaned up. So that's on both sides of this waterway, it's mowed grass and it's been maintained for 40 years. There's no filling that's going to take place. There's no diminishing of the wetlands. All this is a maintenance of the waterway to maintain it so the water can flow freely. And, we'll stockpile it, let it dry, and then take it out, at a time of year when the ground is firm. So if anybody has any questions, if you look on Google Maps, it comes up next to 550 Dogwood Road is the easiest way to see it. And you can see the two streams coming together and then feeding down into that area.
How deep do you have to go to clean it up?
Well, we don't want to go too deep because we don't want to undermine the banks that are there. So it's got to slope gently from each bank to the other. I'd like to get probably 4 feet in the middle, just enough to keep it so it flows. And, the last time we did this was probably 30 years ago. And it was good up until about 2017, 18. What caused it to fill in so rapidly, I'm not really sure. Obviously, the storms have been greater. There was some disturbance upstream. Somebody dug a pond, and maybe that disturbed some soil. But, for a long time, it was fine.
Yeah.
So this is something that happened over the last 5 years. So hopefully, if we dig it out, everything is established upstream, maybe it'll last another 30 years.
Any other questions for?
So you'll be removing the pipes?
No, the pipes, there's no pipes in this area. So the pipes are downstream.
Okay.
So the pipes are going to remain. What we're doing is trying to prevent these big clumps of swamp grass from breaking loose during a storm and clogging the pipes. So if I dig this out, there won't be any clumps to go downstream.
And the pipes are on your property?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the access to that?
We have access from Dogwood Road. The Eversource put a roadway in. We've got a gate there, and there's no issue with getting there and
So you're
doing
not
it.
running down
No.
It's gonna go in and there's.
Yeah, and then this is the beginning of our property, so there's 2 more ponds, good-sized ponds, before it exits. So we're gonna put filter fabric over the first set of culverts, but there won't be any silt or dirty water or anything going downstream.
Any other questions? We need a motion to approve a maintenance OFSU. What do we need here, Jack?
You're exactly right. Any discussion that the commission might want to have, this is not a public hearing, so we don't have anything to close. If the commission feels like it's ready to vote one way or another, you can start with a motion and second from there.
If it's maintenance, like it said, I'm all for it. It needs to be done. I make a motion.
Your microphone's on, sorry.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
yep, one more time.
It's maintenance. It needs to be done. It's pretty typical. I make a motion to accept.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained? So moved.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll be in touch as well.
Okay.
All right, then just for receipt, you said we have, for property known as 597 Stonehill Drive or Road.
It's drive.
Right.
We'll check the tax collector's office. Submitted by Weston Ulbrich?
Olbrich?
Ulbrich?
Yeah.
Sorry for pronouncing it wrong. To construct a single-family home in the Upland Review area. This application will be heard at the 3/12/24 Inland Wetlands Watercourse Commission meeting. Public hearings, we have none. Don't have any other business. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn?
Thank you. I don't think we need a second to go.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we
Need a
do.
second.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Everybody have a good night.
Thank
See yous
you.
on the 12th.